In that case, we should meet for an informal chat, the voice asserted, to see if we connect and discuss fees and arrangements. I'm busy all this week, and I'm sure you'll have made arrangements for the weekend. So let's make it Monday evening, 7:30 p.m. at Centre Point. Is that all right with you? You have to be on time, as I can't stop the Jag for any longer than to pick you up, and I don't want to be driving around and around waiting for you. Okay? That's fine, no problem. I'll be there. I'll have a red tartan jacket on so that you know who I am, Simon added as an afterthought. Good thinking, the voice said approvingly. Simon felt pleased at the compliment. I'll see you on Monday at 7 p.m. and don't be late. He hung up without saying goodbye, leaving Simon sitting on his bed, ad in one hand, receiver in the other, his continuous tone humming in the distance. The next few days Simon spent in a state of flux, one moment intoxicated by his prospect of meeting his new sponsors, the next wrapped in guilt and self-doubt as to the reasoning and purpose for what he had embarked on. He drifted in and out of various predicaments, his encounter with huge porn stars, his wonderful cameo performance, and his ability to handle it all, to take it all, the encounter of the new sparkling Jag, his amazement at how easily the seats flipped back and how spacious the interior was, and how young and fit and handsome Mr. Oldman turned out to be. John's romancing and his loving touches, his caresses and his long, relaxing shared bath, it all seemed so real, so within his grasp. He dreamt of being in the shower with a lovely young man, of holding him and touching him all over. As he lowered himself towards the exquisitely formed erection, he saw it change, begin to grow from a beautifully smooth and perfectly sized penis into an overly large, throbbing purple mass. It appeared to be just on the point of bursting when all the lights flared. Everyone in the distance shouted action, and the figure in his grasp, the overweight and wrinkling man, shot a menacing snarl down at him. Simon had lost track of which memories were real, which were dreams, daydreams, fantasies, or other weekend events. The phone call he received from John on a Thursday evening fell within this muddle. He hadn't remembered giving him his number. If things were as he recalled, it seems John's mother was ill. He was looking for late afternoon or Sunday morning meetings. His voice was smooth, velvety, and he had a pleasant manner, which Simon thought must be a natural outcome of good breeding. He had agreed to exchange photographs. The weekend whirled on, interrupted only spasmodically by Martin's latest drama. Martin was Simon's flatmate and had recently met the lust of his life. Swooning into Simon's room, he descended into the corner of the bed, pulling the cover, duvet and all around him, scrunching up the ends and rocking back and forth, demented-like. What am I going to do, Simon? Do you think he's weird? 4 days without you. It's too long. What does he mean by that? As he dropped the duvet and crumpled the top cover into a tight little ball before yanking at the tapers, ripping at the long loose strands, finally plopping the cover into his mouth, he garbled. Sometimes you think, a man of colour, a different background, different culture, tattoos, and then you fall into lust. Simon grins while trying to regain some semblance of calm. Just take it as it comes, Martin. I can't. I don't know how to love. I just get obsessed. Do you think he's into S&M? He must be. He had army surplice on last night, and he took all his clothes off before we went to bed, and he folded them. Who folds army surplice? Simon felt annoyed at Martin's mad dash for love. For God's sake, get a grip, Martin. You've only just met the man. God, you'll be married and living together by the end of next week at this rate. I mean, get real. Simon knew he sounded harsher than merited. Who was he really scolding here? Martin sulked off to his room. Simon straightened his enmeshed covers before going to bed once more. It was late on Monday morning, second post, when Simon received John's letter. It arrived in a similarly tainted yellowish envelope. Apart from the colour, though, Simon was rather glad to have received it at last. Once more he ruminated over John's being, his voice, his top muscular torso, and his romancing. His ruminations, though, never seemed to reach fulfilment these days. Some nagging doubt, some little intrusion would always appear. In John's case, it was the envelope, the tainted yellow colour. Not quite right, not the yellow of sunlight or purity or enlightenment. It had become more of a sullied, restricted yellow. The lines in so imprisoned envelope constraining its true contents. As he looked at the envelope once more, he felt a sudden urge to hide it, to pretend it had never arrived. He knew he was looking at something more than a mere envelope, more than just a means of support. He closed his eyes and slid the envelope open with ease, removing the contents. He could feel the paperclip, attached no doubt to a photograph of John. Opening his eyes, he saw the neatly folded yellowish paper. He unfolded it and read. Dear Simon, I have enclosed a photograph of me, as I said, and the one on the right, the other is my brother. We look very much alike. It was nice to speak to you on Thursday. You sound very nice. I hope the money I have enclosed will help towards the cost of travel when we meet. I think we should be honest before we start to meet. We should talk about what we both like in sex. I like to see young men pee. I would like to watch you. I know some people find it hard to pee in front of others. If you can't, that's okay. It's not important. I like to kiss and cuddle, although I appreciate you may not want to kiss. I would like mutual masturbation. I don't fuck. I haven't ever done that. If you want to try, I'll try. I haven't ever really been with a man before. I've been too busy with my mother being ill. I don't sleep with women, so don't worry. If you don't want sex, don't worry. I'd just like to cuddle. I won't hope to meet you soon. I'm very scared, but I know that will be okay when we meet. I hope to meet soon. Your friend, John. Simon almost wept. What had happened to his mentor? The man who would ease his life once and for all, that well-bred being Simon aspired to. What had gone wrong? Simon's attention returned to the letter. He removed the paperclip, revealing a £10 note and the photograph of the two brothers. Was his heart beating so fast he couldn't feel it? Or had it slowed to a pace which appeared non-existent? Either way, he felt it curling up, coil-like, and crying. He couldn't though. He had something to do. Something he knew he had to do. He got up from his bed, went over to the desk and wrote, Dear John, thank you for your letter and your photograph, which I have enclosed. I'm sorry if I'm about to cause you any upset, but I have to cancel our arrangement before it really begins. Things have been left too long, and now I realise I can no longer go through with it. I wish you all the best in your life. Simon. Once he had posted John's letter, Simon made his way to Centre Point, first out. For the next few hours he read the gay press and a little book on dreams he'd bought on the way. At 7:20 p.m. he left first out, walked under Centre Point and crossed the street. He waited for the lights to change and crossed once more. He caught the 7:25 p.m. bus home.